Hello everyone, welcome back to UGC NET Management 60 days. We have finished Unit 1, 2 and 3 almost. So we'll go over the Unit 3 sums, and yes, we'll check because we are still we still have to score good marks in Unit 3 exam. So we'll try to do that. So we'll try to score good marks in Unit 3 and then we'll move ahead. Let's see. So let's go Unit 3. So let us solve it. Behavioral modeling is a type of training program in which organization may adopt to train its employees. Which of the following is not included in behavior modeling? Modeling, social reinforcement, role playing, presenting questions, facts, or problems to the learner. Hmm. Let's copy the question. Let's paste it here. So this can come in training, no? So it will come here. Let's see. The answer we can say modeling. Okay. Now we'll try to see training methods. It's not here. It's not here. So it was neither in both the questions. So we'll check. So let's try to do it again. Unit 3 evaluation. Establish, arrange the trade union associations according to their formation establishment here. Let's see this question. We will start on a new page and we'll see if we can answer this. So most probably the Indian, as we know that initially Indian name, the Indian National Trade Congress, these names would come later on. So CND I'm expecting either third, fourth, fifth. CND is third, fourth, fifth. This is not answer. This is not. CND is two ahead, so I will go with this for now. Because initially, before independence, we would be naming our systems as Madras Labour Union, Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh. India name came technically with the British, and even on records where let's say you are allowed to vote and all, on those papers the name Indian would come. So I'm assuming at the end or even during around independence or just before independence, a decade, few decades before. So that's why I'm going with C and D coming at the end. So which would be these, and it was this which I was wrong. Now let us study, let us find this question and see if we can find it here. So okay, we have switched our connection. Let us see. So today will just be revision. So now let's practice again the types of strikes. According to Industrial Dispute Act 1947, a strike is defined as cessation of work or refusal to work or accept employment by a group of persons employed in an industry acting in combination. Various types of strikes are there. Sit down strike, people physically sit at a workplace but refuse to work. Hunger strike, they go on hunger. They may fast as a form of protest. Work to rule. Employees perform only the minimum duties required, no more. Economic strike, employees strike due to disagreement over wages, benefit, and other employment terms. It is common and legal strike. Unfair labor practice strike. This strike to protest against illegal or unfair actions by the employer, such as discrimination, retaliation, refusal to bargain. Wildcat strike. Without the approval of union, the employees go on strike. Sympathy strike. If there is in sympathy, workers strike in solidarity with another union that is already on strike if they are not directly involved. And now this is the types of strikes. Now we'll do Indian trade unions and the formation. First is the Madras Labour Union in 1928. Then came All India Trade Union Congress in 1920. Then came during the Revolution the Red Trade Union Congress. Red Trade Union Congress. Then came the Indian National Trade Union Congress. First came All India Trade Union Congress. And then came Indian National Trade Union Congress. All India की जगह Indian National. Then came in 1947 Indian National Trade Union. And then it came Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh BMS 1955. First this was All India under British Raj. During independence it became Indian National. Okay. And then we know the rest of the ones. So now after learning this we will try the rapid fire again. Which of the following are included in workplace diversity? Ethnicity, A, B, C, D, E, because career experience is also counted as workplace diversity. Everything is counted here. And talent management includes, it is own, talent management is about the employee. Human resource planning, no. Could be. Selection of employees, development of employees, employee compensation, employees. Most probably development of employees, I don't think so. One should be there. यस हमने पढ़ा था टैलेंट मैनेजमेंट में एम्प्लॉय सेपरेशन नहीं आता है बाकी सब कॉमन था कॉम्पेंसेशन डेवलपमेंट सिलेक्शन प्लानिंग एम्प्लॉय सेपरेशन जब मैं पढ़ रहा था तभी मुझे अजीब लगा था कि एम्प्लॉय सेपरेशन नहीं है सो विल गो विद दिस यस आई रिमेंबर हु propounded the force field theory of change process force field theory of change we'll go with Joseph Skempter Kurt Lewin now let's study force field theory of change Kurt Lewin okay अच्छा दिस थियरी हमने ये कहीं तो पढ़ा था Kurt Lewin we'll have to just search it force field चेंज मैनेजमेंट में होगा फोर्स फील्ड थियरी ऑफ चेंज Kurt Lewin कि दो फोर्सेस होती है ड्राइविंग फोर्स और रिस्ट्रेनिंग फोर्स पहले हमें ब्रेक डाउन दी एग्जिस्टिंग स्टेटस को ब्रेक करना होता है फिर मूविंग टू चेंजिंग होता है न्यू स्टेट और फिर रिफ्रीजिंग होता है दिस वाज सेड बाय Kurt Lewin So this was there. We didn't think, हमने ध्यान नहीं दिया. Okay. For force field theory of change by Kurt Lewin. Force field, any situation driving forces and restraining forces, पहले unfreeze करना होता है, breaking down the existing status को फिर change करना होता है, moving to the new state and refreezing होता है. 3 स्टेट होते हैं कभी भी जब आप चेंज लाने की कोशिश करोगे. Theory of change by Kurt Lewin. So let's go at it again. Methods of on the job हमने पढ़ा है, lecture, simulation, laboratory, role playing, vestibular training, video presentation. So A and B. What are the following are settlement machineries of dispute and collective bargaining is informal bargaining. Okay. Dispute machinery, voluntary arbitration हम किसी थर्ड पार्टी को रखते हैं. एडजुडिकेशन बीच में लॉ ट्रिब्यूनल आता है. कंसिलिएशन एक गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय को रखा जाता है. सो सेटलमेंट मशीनरी ऑफ डिस्प्यूट. BCDE वर्क्स कमिटी, बस एक कमिटी. ACDE. So we'll try again. Mr. Mohan, an MBA for specialization in human resource, joined a company XYZ into a business. In the business of garments in Delhi. Before joining the company XYZ, he had prior experience of working in corporate for 5 years. He has worked in areas of compensation, dealing with workers and employees. In the company XYZ, Mr. Mohan was entrusted with the work of dealing with both workers and executives. Mohan was entrusted with the work of dealing with both workers and executives and looked towards a compensation. In theory and prescribed by government of Delhi, the company XYZ believed in both types of benefits to be given to the employees, both workers and executive, fringe benefits and non-fringe. For executive, the company XYZ believes in equity both within the company and also outside also. All policies of the company relating to compensation management were told by Mr. Mohan and he must follow them objectively. All the policies of the company relating to compensation management were told to Mr. Mohan and he must follow them objectively. Management of XYZ company asked Mr. Mohan to answer the question of behavior which has a rewarding experience is likely to be repeated. Repeated is postulated by behavioral theory. है ना. कंटिजेंसी थियरी वो व्हाट इफ वाला, इन व्हाट सिनेरियो हाउ टू डील विद इट. बिहेवियरल वी स्टडीड पैवलोव और दूसरा ऑपरेंट कंडीशनिंग theory. Agency theory we don't remember. Reinforcement and expectation we haven't heard of. Reinforcement and expectant theory. Okay. अभी से जिधर गलत लगेगा we will stop. Committees. ये नहीं हो सकता. Authority is not a misuse of committee. Membership is not a misuse. Replacement for a manager can be said as a C can be said as a misuse of committees. Replacement for a manager. So committee ka question, I don't believe it belongs here, so we'll just check that. So we'll start again. Who was elected as the first General Secretary of the Indian National Trade Union Congress? Oh, we will say Indian National Congress था, maybe Vallabhbhai Patel. So this information. Let's see. The first General Secretary of Indian National Trade Union Congress. Let's see, we have multiple answers for this, guys. See, यहाँ पे AI बोल रहा है कि फाउंडर्स ये थे, फर्स्ट जनरल सेक्रेटरी वल्लभ भाई पटेल था. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was the first general secretary. Let's see here. It says Diwan Chaman Lal, जिनका नाम ही नहीं है ऑप्शंस में. यहाँ पे अमरजीत कौर है. दीवान चमन लाल. So we see there is no correct answer. Most of them say Diwal, दीवान चमन लाल, और हमें इधर वो ऑप्शन नहीं दिख रहा है. सेकंड इज समवन इज सेइंग, जो हमें ऑप्शंस दिखे थे. So we will mark it as ठीक है. We will not consider that, so because it is questionable. एग्जाम में ऐसे ही होगा, 5 क्वेश्चंस ऐसे होंगे एग्जाम में which will be very tough to understand or do how to do it. So leave them, do not focus on them. We do not want full marks, we want maximum marks. Okay, so exam may remember this. Let's start again. Demonstrating type of training method is used. Demonstration type of training method is used to teach workers. We remember workers को हम demonstrate करके दिखाते हैं. Supervisor, senior, इनको सब cross functional होता है and less on how to actually do the work होता है and everything. So this we had studied. Award under the Industrial Dispute Act 1947 is, award means judgment here. Judgment under the Industrial Dispute Act 1947 is final determination of labor court, not an arbitration award. Section 10(8). A and C could be. A and C. Let's see. A and C. Which of the following will fall under grievances related to promotion category? We had studied this. Promotion. सीनियोरिटी आएगा कि सीनियोरिटी की वजह से प्रमोट कर रहे हैं लोगों को. एक्टिंग प्रमोशंस होगा जो कम, ऑपोजिट ऑफ सीनियोरिटी, जो कम एक्सपीरियंस वाले उनको प्रमोट करेंगे. इंक्रीमेंट, सुपर सेशन, पे फिक्सेशन नहीं होगा, सुपर सेशन. ए बी सी डी. मे बी ए सी, ए सी डी, ए सी डी ई. Now we will study this. So this was the question. Promotion. Grievances. We studied this somewhere. I remember super session. Yes. Related to promotion category. Super session, when a junior is promoted over a more senior or deserving employee without valid reason. Acting promotions, when an employee is made to work in a higher position temporarily but not officially promoted or paid accordingly. Seniority is often basis for promotion. Disputes over seniority rankings can lead to promotion grievances. Pay fixation, once promoted, if the pay is not fixed appropriately as per promotion norms, it leads to grievances. Supersession occurs when a junior is promoted over a more senior or deserving employee without valid reason. Common grievances in promotion classes. Acting promotion, when an employee is made to work in a higher position temporarily but not officially promoted or paid accordingly. Acting promotion, seniority basis on seniority. People are promoted. Pay fixation, once promoted, if the pay is not fixed appropriately as per pay promotion norms, it leads to grievances. So इसमें क्या नहीं आया, सुपर सेशन, एक्टिंग प्रमोशन, सीनियरिटी एंड पे फिक्सेशन आ गया. What are the grievances and related to promotion category? We know we are extending a little bit today, but today, we are not just studying, we are also making changes to the courses. So that's why we are taking a little bit of more time. So we'll try again the evaluation. Which of the following performance appraisal methods help prevent supervisors from rating all or most employees satisfactory or high? फोर्स्ड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, ये हमने पढ़ा था. फोर्स्ड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, सम उनको लो देना ही पड़ेगा, सम को हाई एंड सम को satisfactory. ट्रेनिंग नीड असेसमेंट टेक्निक. सबसे क्वेश्चन हैज ऑलवेज रिमेंबर आर द मोस्ट इनएक्सपेंसिव. सो B का 3 okay, we'll see ahead. Objective, observation is always objective now. Online technology, objective, generates data relevant to work environment. Maybe C का 2 होगा, usually 1. D का interview में question can be modified और 1. A का 1 है questions observations. Question observation में question can be modified doesn't make sense. B का 3, C का 4 objective. ऑब्जर्वेशन इज ऑलवेज ऑब्जेक्टिव. A का 4 है क्या? A का 4 है बट B का 3 है. हाँ, A का 4 है कि ऑब्जर्वेशन हमेशा ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है, तुम ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हो ना. सो टू पीपल कैन परसीव द सेम थिंग डिफरेंटली. और इफ यू हैव एन ऑब्जेक्टिव इन माइंड यू विल ऑब्जर्व ओनली विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट ऑब्जेक्टिव. कि अगर बर्ड का सिर्फ कलर देखना चाह रहे हो तो तुम सिर्फ कलर पे फोकस करोगे. अगर ऑब्जेक्टिवली तुम बर्ड के कितने विंग्स है वो देखना चाह रहे हो तो उस पर ही फोकस करोगे. सो ऑब्जर्वेशन कैन बी ऑब्जेक्टिव, हम उसे ऑब्जेक्टिव बना सकते हैं. बी, क्वेश्चनर इनएक्सपेंसिव होता है, हमें पता है. सी, ऑनलाइन टेक्नोलॉजी, questions can be modified, interviews generate data, maybe, I'm not so sure, maybe. लास्ट वाला था. We'll try it again. The process for enabling employees to better understand and develop their career and interest more effectively is career management. Which of the following is not the HR audit? एचआर का परफॉर्मेंस होता है, ऑडिट होता है। परफॉर्मेंस में देखते हैं कि मेथड कितना यूजफुल है, ऑडिट में देखते हैं आउटकम क्या आ रहा है रिक्रूटमेंट। जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शंस ऑब्वियसली, बैलेंस स्कोर कार्ड। अगेन वी आर रॉन्ग, we'll restart this. If you are Mr. Mohan, which of the following is an example of payment that is consistent from period to period despite the number of hours worked? सैलरी वेज पर डे का होता है, तो उसमें डिपेंड करता है कितने आवर्स। सैलरी इज़ द मोस्ट वो, क्योंकि सैलरी में क्या, आप सैटरडे संडे काम कर लो, आप एक्स्ट्रा आवर्स काम कर लो, सैलरी मंथ के एंड में उतनी ही मिलेगी। वेज पर डे का होता है मेरे एज पर मी आंसर इज सैलरी। वेज पर डे का होता है, तो एक दिन आप बार्गेन करोगे, जो पे वर्कर है, सपोज एक वेल्डिंग का कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल वर्क है, एक दिन 800 लेगा, एक दिन 600 लेगा, डिपेंडिंग। रिवॉर्ड इज सो consistent from period to period, I would say incentive. So we are wrong, we'll try again. Which of the following prevent the majority of managers from effective implementation and sustainability? Mindless resilience is good thing, so D तो नहीं होना चाहिए, D है। This is also wrong. Which of the following consists of broad model of HM? We'll just copy this. ना हमें आंसर नहीं पता, हम ऑप्शंस पे खेलेंगे। लेट्स सी। बी सब जगह है, सो बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर। सॉफ्ट वेरिएंट ऑफ एचआरएम, हार्वर्ड मॉडल एचआरएम। मैचिंग मॉडल, मॉडल ऑफ स्ट्रेटेजिक एचआरएम, बिजनेस स्कूल मॉडल। ए बी सी बी सी डी, क्योंकि इधर ए बी और बी सी दिया है, तो ए पे ज़्यादा फोकस है। यू सी, या तो दो में से आंसर होगा, तीन में से होगा। आई विल गो विथ तीन में से। यानी इधर ए बी कन्फ्यूज़ करने को आपको, सपोज ये करेक्ट आंसर था, तो ए बी को कन्फ्यूज़ करने को ए बी दिया है, तीन ऑप्शन के बदले तीन ऑप्शन दिया है। यही करेक्ट आंसर का बी सी लिख के नीचे लिख दिया है, सो दैट्स वाई सब मिलके ये, अगर ये करेक्ट होता आंसर, तो मैं आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए ये तीन ऑप्शंस बनाता हूँ। सो आई विल गो विथ ए बी सी। यू सी, यू हैव टू थिंक कि करेक्ट आंसर क्या होगा, और उसमें से बंदे ने जो एग्जामिनर है उसने दूसरे क्वेश्चंस कैसे बनाए होंगे ऑप्शंस। The flow model associated with forecasting personal needs. Determine the time that should be covered, establish connection to which employees can be assigned, will not estimate the probability. See, will not estimate कभी भी not आता है, most probably that is not the answer, we shouldn't go with it. So C के साथ we will not prefer to go. Either A B E or A B D. Now D and E में से हमें choose करना है। Will solicit estimate. So we'll solicit estimate of personnel needed from group of experts. Or personnel needed from group of experts, ये कर सकता है will forecast. Count annual movements among states over several time period. This also could be, but this is more relevant, you know, कि group of experts से estimate करवाएगा कि कितने personnel लेने चाहिए. So I will go with ABD. ABD D होना चाहिए, B तो सब में है, डी होना चाहिए, और सी के साथ भी प्रिफरेबली नॉट वांट टू गो, सो विल गो विद डी। ई। Which of the following is a disadvantage of the critical incident method of performance appraisal? It becomes difficult to rate or rank employees relative to one another because एक दूसरा इंसिडेंट, मैंने एक आई से एक इंसिडेंट के मैं इसमें ऐसा काम किया, दूसरा कोई दूसरा इंसिडेंट बना बताएगा, हाउ डू यू कंपेयर द टू इंसिडेंट्स, दैट इज द इशू. So given below are two statements. Power of the employee to remove dissatisfaction is low when The position on the organization is extremely important. False. अगर आपको extremely important organization position पे हो, CEO, CTO, vertical head, then you have very high power to remove dissatisfaction. You have power to address it. The more, so first is false. The more employees can believe that a union can obtain positive work expect, the more instrumental is the union for employees. जितना employee साथ देंगे उतना union powerful होगा possible disruption create करने में and अपनी demands पूरी करने में. So one is false, second is true. Next, the process of enabling employees to better understand and develop their career skill and interest to use the skills and interest most effectively. This is called career management. हमने पढ़ा है. Which of the following focus on organizational development interventions are relevant? Which of the following focus on organizational development interventions? Focus of or if which of the following focus of organizational development interventions are relevant if the nature of intervention is structured? Focus of organizational development intervention, the nature of intervention is structured. This we have no idea, so we'll take a photo. Oh, this also we have to answer. Okay. अभी हम क्वेश्चंस पे ऑप्शंस पे खेलेंगे क्योंकि हमें क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं पता है इसका. सो लेट्स सी करेक्ट आंसर मोस्ट प्रोबेबली 3 में. लेट्स 1 4 5 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 4 5. So we'll keep our tilt here itself. We'll close the stream for today. We'll get back tomorrow. We'll think about it, work on those questions, and I'll see you tomorrow. So see you tomorrow morning in the next stream of UGC NET Management 60 days 60-minute challenge.